Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this Facebook Live. I'm Scott Engen.
Lisa Budeau.
I'm Dylan.
And before we get too deep into things, we want to tell you that you can join us every morning about 8 o'clock right here on Facebook Live. You can also watch and listen to this live stream later on your favorite podcast platform, on our YouTube channel, which is just InForum.com. And then you can go to our website, InForum.com/podcast. You can find this on all those different areas. So, Dylan, let's dive into some weather this morning.
Wait, you can't do the weather without your glasses.
Oh, you
Where are your glasses?
Go get them.
Okay, so this is the last Friday of 2022,
Yes.
and Dylan is the most festive meteorologist that I know. So there we go.
There they are.
Thank you.
Those are so cool.
Just for my
I think
entertainment.
you look great.
Do they have lenses?
No.
No lenses?
No lenses.
Not that fancy.
Oh, for you. No lenses. Let me take them off so I can read them.
Yeah.
I'll leave those on.
Okay, here.
I'm
I'll
ready for
wear
a
them
cut-in.
on.
There might be a cut-in like...
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I'm Lydia today. Not as cool as Lydia, but now you're cool as Lydia.
Oh, gosh. All right, yeah. So you have a cut in any
I
time.
don't know.
So
Whenever
just-
they say, let's go take a
Okay,
look
so
at
you
weather
might
back
disappear
home.
in a minute.
If I sprint to the green screen, that's my leave.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Anyways. I'm kind of like anxious. It's like I know it's coming in the next like
tell.
2 minutes. So let's get through this quick. A south breeze picks up today, slowly. Not really a breeze, 5 to 15. Warms us up. We're chilly right now. Grand Forks is below zero. Fargo is at 7 degrees right now. And clouds increase. We have a couple of clear skies out there, but we will not have clear skies at the end of the day. So clouds move on in. And then the weekend, quiet. We're watching, of course, that storm possibility Monday and Tuesday, but latest trends a bit farther down to the south. Doesn't mean it'll completely miss us yet. It still could shift a little bit more, but it's looking like we're not going to be at the center, at least, of this next storm as of now. Of course, we'll continue to give you updates today through the rest of the weekend and watch that as we go
Cool.
into Monday.
That's
So,
good news.
other than that, not too cold this weekend. Temperatures in the 20s. If you remember last New Year's?
It was cold.
Yeah,
Very
New Year's
early
Day was
cold.
freezing
Super
cold.
cold.
The coldest one in Fargo's history. Morning low. I think it was like 29 below.
Yeah.
28 below. It was freezing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not that cold this year. Not really talking about that. Maybe a couple of snowflakes tomorrow too. Not like a snow, just a couple of flurries, but
Yeah.
really should not be an issue for traveling or
Alrighty.
anything. No wind too, which I know is a big thing.
Yeah,
When you're outside.
absolutely.
Yeah, New Year's Eve weekend looks nice.
So it does. It really does.
Thank you,
All right,
Dylan.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Appreciate
I'm
you.
keeping your glasses. I'm going to wear them later.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, let's get into some of our top headlines. We have
Yeah.
some breaking news that happened overnight we want to update you on. 2 women were arrested after a short police chase overnight. 30-year-old Rachel England and 33-year-old Abby Tellinghusen were taken into custody just after midnight. This is what happened. This is what police are telling us this morning anyway. They tried to pull over the 2 women on 20th Street South for an equipment violation. I would imagine that's maybe a blinker out or something. They weren't
Some
specific.
type of light or something with the car.
Something with the car. When they tried to pull over the vehicle, they took off. Police chased the vehicle. The women eventually jumped out of the vehicle, took off running. That was near Rivershore Drive in Moorhead. Officers were able to catch up with the women. They're now telling us that both women actually had several outstanding warrants for their arrests. And of course, now they're in the Clay County Jail. We were just checking out their mugshots in the newsroom, having those forwarded over to InForum.com. The women are likely now also facing fleeing charges this morning as well.
All right, we also have an update this morning on an incident that happened near a Moorhead apartment complex. We now know a man is facing several charges for carrying an illegal shotgun into that apartment complex. Police say they responded to a call of an unwanted person on Country Club Parkway around 1:15 yesterday morning. We broke this story on First News for you as well. Now, that is in the area of the American Crystal Sugar in Moorhead, in case you didn't know where it was. So that was 36-year-old Joby Johnson. He was arrested outside of the building after police found out that he had a short-barreled shotgun. He's also facing charges for obstruction of justice and disorderly conduct. Johnson could face up to 5 years in prison if he is convicted of this. Police now, this is kind of where things get a little interesting. They told us originally that the suspect was not in any of the apartment units. However, WDAY spoke to tenants off camera who tell us otherwise, saying that he was inside and that he was threatening people. However, we do know that the gun was not loaded. That's according to police in the situation. So we're going to continue to cover this story. If anything new comes out, we'll be sure to get it to you. So stick with the news leader for updates there.
New this morning, a Burleigh County man is back in custody this morning after he walked away from a correctional facility in Bismarck last night. 41-year-old Travis Tesaro escaped from the Missouri River Correctional Center right around 6:30 last night. The North Dakota Highway Patrol found him at a gas station there right around 10 o'clock. He's now going to be facing escape charges. He was in that facility serving a 3-year sentence for criminal mischief and domestic violence.
All right. Right now, an Oakley, Minnesota man convicted of murdering his murdering his wife has now hired a new defense team. The move comes after firing his attorney just weeks before the sentencing. That's 46-year-old Eric Reinbold. He will now be represented by Chris Cadam. Reinbold is set to be sentenced for murdering his wife, Lisette Reinbold, on January 11th. He will also have a hearing for allegedly assaulting a police officer back in June. If he's convicted of that, he could face an additional 20 years in prison.
A Grand Forks woman has been charged with kidnapping, but she has also been deemed unfit to proceed with the court hearings. There was a virtual review hearing yesterday, and the court explained that Ashley Iverson is actually unfit to appear in court now due to an evaluation at the North Dakota State Hospital. She was actually diagnosed with a combination of schizophrenia and a bipolar disorder. She is charged with a Class A felony of kidnapping a child. That charge does have a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison.
All right, so this is kind of an interesting story. A Minnesota Drug Task Force searched a car, and they got an unexpected Christmas present, we're calling it this morning. So what it was 18 pounds of meth and 3 ounces of cocaine disguised in a Christmas gift. And so they found this Christmas present inside a car last week while searching 35-year-old Kenneth Triplett's vehicle. He's been arrested, currently in custody for the situation. They also found 2 guns and cash at Triplett's home after conducting a search warrant. And then, the street value of those drugs, more than $650,000. So, of course, good thing they got them off the streets. Just kind of I don't want to call it funny because it's not funny when you talk about drugs, but it's kind of funny that they were wrapped in a Christmas present over the Christmas holiday. So you never know where they are going to be hidden.
No kidding. Interesting. Okay, Scott and Lisa did not make the top baby name list for this year. It was shocking, I know. Was Dylan on the list? I don't know if Dylan, it was probably higher than Scott and Lisa, to be honest. Essentia Health just released the 2022 list of top baby names.
It's fine. I'm not offended, Lisa. It's okay.
Everyone named Scott now hates me. More than 1,100 babies were delivered at Essentia Health in Fargo this year. Top baby names for the girls: Violet, Charlotte, Nora, and Amelia. Top names for boys: Henry, Maverick, Leo, and Easton. Do you think Maverick because of the new Top Gun?
Top Gun, absolutely, Top Gun. For sure. And I was wondering, is Easton because of the former NDSU quarterback, you think? Or no, really?
Could be. I don't know.
Easton Stick.
Easton Stick.
But, who knows? Kind of cool names, though.
Sanford Health also released their names earlier this month. Top name for boys: Oliver. Top names for girls: Olivia.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. All right, today people will have another chance to take home the Mega Millions jackpot because no winner was drawn on Tuesday. So that jackpot is now swelled to $640 million. The lottery said this will be the largest Mega Millions prize ever offered in the final week of the year. The Mega Millions jackpot has topped $600 million just 5 times in its 20-year history. So if you win, you're going to have a chance to be a millionaire, which is pretty cool. That drawing will be at 10 o'clock tonight. So if you haven't got a ticket, you can go out and get yourself one as a New Year's gift to yourself.
That would be a great start to 2023.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
On a high note.
Okay, big sports story. You know that they're going to be talking about this on Hot Mic with Dom Izzo today from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra on InForum.com. After a battle with colon cancer, soccer legend Pele has passed away. He was 82 years old. He has been in the hospital for at least a month. Respiratory infection, reevaluation of his chemotherapy treatments, lots going on. His daughter said the former soccer player had COVID as well and then developed a lung infection. He's a big deal.
Yeah.
Won 3 World Cups. I heard someone, I think it was on the news last night, they were saying some people call him like the greatest soccer player, athlete of all time.
I think he's pretty widely regarded as the greatest soccer player of all time. Now, Messi has kind of rivaled that a little bit within recent time, but Pele is respected across the board as a great athlete and one of the best, if not the best, soccer player of all time. 3
World Cups.
Yeah.
Brazil's president has declared a 3-day national mourning period because of his passing.
Yeah, kind of shows how big of a deal he was, especially in his home country there of Brazil. All right, a deal to tell you about, 99 cents for the first 3 months. You could get an all-access pass to InForum.com. You can get updates to all the stories we talked about this morning, anything new that comes out, sports stories, weather, all that good stuff. So take advantage of that deal because who knows how long it's going to last.
And remember to join us for our evening newscast, kind of later morning newscast, starting at 11, of course, leading you into the big holiday weekend. And then, of course, starting at 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10 for our evening newscasts. Every weekday morning, we're on from 5 to 7, but we're done for now, so we won't see you till
Monday?
next year.
Oh, I missed it. No! Darn it! You set me up. It was
I
like
set you-
right on a tee. I'm mad at myself now. See you next year, folks.